Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you guys because I feel like quick question is a subject line for cold email gets a lot of hate, and it gets a lot of hate because it works. And the people that are hating on it don't really understand why it works and why it works all the time and why it doesn't just work in cold email, it works in like everything in life. So I'm going to explain all of the psychology behind quick question, why the word quick is actually the most powerful word in the English language. So in this video, I'm gonna turn you into someone who can break into people's brains at will and force them to pay attention to you. And I'm gonna explain why this works. By the way, I have used Quick Question to create over $50 million in pipeline value for my clients. So primarily in pharma, private equity, AI, robotics, automation, and other clients. So I don't want you to feel like this is just like marketing agencies. Like this isn't like SEO for dentists. Like this works on Fortune 500 executives too. Okay. So think about your brain, your mind, right? Like your mind is a house that protects your attention. Your attention is the most precious thing you have. What are you paying attention to? What are you focused on? What are you orienting yourself around? Is what you pay attention to. Your brain's job is to keep out almost everything that isn't useful to you. And after sending more than 4 million emails, I can say that there is one word the brain lets in more than any other word. This word is quick. Okay, here's why quick works. Our brains allocate scarce resources. Whenever there is a chance for a potential benefit with very little time investment, your brain will automatically override, this is not conscious, will automatically override all other functions and pay attention to it. All of the subject lines that work in cold email are variations of this biological hack. How well does it work? Every once in a while, we have a client who's like, I don't like your subject lines. We're going to only use subject lines that are very relevant to what we're actually selling. And they experience open rates that are 3.5 times worse. So, quick question, you'll get about 3 out of 4 people are going to open the email, which is pretty effing amazing. If it's a small business, you can get 9 out of 10. And you can do this in real life too. So like I coach for client ascension. Basically, everybody who asks a question in a call is like, quick question. You can use it infinite amount of times. Hey, you want to talk to a girl? You're like, oh, quick question. I'm looking for I just got a dog. I'm looking for a dog. I'm new to the area, right? Just say something. Say something. But a quick question will get their attention. It breaks into their brain and it buys you 3 seconds. That's the why 3 seconds. The present moment is different for every animal. Like a hummingbird doesn't experience the now the way we experience it. Neither does a zebra or a stegosaurus. I don't know. Every animal is different. But human beings, we create our experience of now in 3 second bursts. Why 3 seconds? I don't know. They've done a bunch of psychological studies on this. Read Thinking Fast and Slow, read the Kahneman-Tversky stuff. It talks about it. But it's just enough time for us to observe, orient ourselves, and make a decision. And the decision in 99% of the time is like, do I want to keep listening to this? Do I want to keep reading? So imagine you're home at night and a light comes on in the room next door. You go and check what's going on. As you walk in, you see Grace Kelly breaking into your room in a beautiful dress. You probably want to listen to what she has to say. Maybe instead of Grace Kelly, it's the Hamburglar, and you don't like McDonald's. So you kick the Hamburglar out, get out of my head, and then you write an angry email. Why are you sending me spam? Why? How dare you, Hamburglar? But if it's the right offer, every person's Grace Kelly is different. Maybe you're married, you don't want Grace Kelly. Maybe you love McDonald's. Maybe it's reversed. But your job when you communicate is to interrupt someone. You have to interrupt them because how else are you going to get their attention? Everyone is busy with their own BS all the time. And then in that 3 seconds where you have their attention, you give them something they want, and then they listen to you. And that's everything. That's dating, that's business, that's even your employees. All communication is like that. That little Slack sound is like a quick question. That's why it works. That's why it's hard to turn off. They make it hard to turn off.